Welcome to team selection and printing team sheets as part of the online match records process. So now we'll go through how a team manager can select their team and print the team sheet for the weekend. So you've obviously logged into your Sports TG account. You've got access into your specific team because your club administrator has given you that access. We click on that relevant icon. We go into competitions, match results. So the first thing that we need to do is search for the relevant match that we'd like to do the team sheet for. So it's important to fill out the fields correctly so that we can search for the relevant match. So I want to do the team sheet for the weekend and I've selected my dates. You can select a season if you like. You can also select the venue or the competition name. You then click on show matches and the relevant match will come up. So being the under 20s team manager, I want to go into the pre-game tab. And this is where I start the process of selecting my team for the team sheet. So if your club administrator has modified your team lists, you can click players registered to this team. If you'd like to know how to modify a team list as a club administrator, that is within the user guide. But you can click this button and it'll automatically come up with players selected to that team. If your club administrator has not automatically selected your team list, you can auto select through here. So all you have to do is search for the available players and select your team. To add players to your team list, you can search. So I want to add Charlie to my team list and you click the green plus button. Alternatively, you can scroll through and just click the green plus button as a player that you wish to be on your team list comes up. Once you've selected the players that you'd like to be on the team sheet, it's important that you put the correct player number right next to the player name. So that'll be the shirt number that that player will be wearing on the weekend. You can then select a position that the player plays in. The most important one for us is the goalkeeper. It's optional to select the other positions available there. And then if you're aware of the starting 11, please tick the boxes for your starting 11 and tick your captain. Once you've completed that information, click save. Now that we have our player selection saved, it's time to go on and select our team officials for the match. So it's absolutely imperative that all team officials are registered on Play Football as a volunteer or a coach to be able to be selected on Sports TG. So just like players need to be registered so that they can go onto the team sheet, so do team officials. So there's obviously a range of different roles that can sit on the bench on the weekend. I'm going to go through and select my coach, my assistant coach, my team manager, and my physio. Now, to make these people publicly visible on the website, you must tick the public visible box so that people can see that on the front end of the system. And then once you've confirmed your team officials for the match, we click Save Team Officials. Now that we have our team officials and players selected for the match, we can go up the top and it shows what has been selected. So we've got 16 players selected and 4 team officials selected, and we are now ready to generate our team sheet. So we just go over here, click on FV team sheet, and it automatically populates all the information that has been put into the system. So the match details will automatically populate up the top. The shirt number, FFA number, and player name will also automatically populate, as will your coach and assistant coach. So once you've completed the generation of the team sheet, you print this off and you bring it to the match. Once you're at the match, it's important that you tick your 11 starting players, your captain and your goalkeeper. If in the event any manual changes are required to the match record, please just either cross out the player's name if they're no longer participating. If you have any manual inclusions, please write the relevant details in this box here and ensure that all the team officials that will be sitting on the bench are listed here. If any manual changes are required after you have submitted the team sheet, the match official must grant permission for you to make a manual change to the team sheet.